Welcome back to your live official continuing coverage of PhotoPlus Expo 2015 in New York City at the Jacob K. Javits Center on BeTerrific. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Thanks so much for joining us. I missed you guys during the break. I hope you did too. We want positive content to get out there. We want to show the world that it's really, really great, and that not only is it wanted and desired, but there's a place for it. So remember, we're doing great here. You guys are spreading the word. You're amazing. Don't forget, go tap your neighbor on the door, say, hey, you gotta watch what BeTerrific's doing. Go tap the guy in the cubicle next to you. Go call your friends and family up and tell them they gotta be watching BeTerrific, because you have to be watching. And continue to support our sponsors and the guests on the show, because that helps us do this wonderful stuff for you, because this is for you. All right, guys. At BeTerrific TV on all social media. Don't forget, you can send us email, connect@beterrific.com. I got a really, really special group of guests here right now. You're gonna love this. You're gonna be blown away. I'm so excited about this. I've got Nancy and Libby from Adorama Pix. I love Adorama Pix. I just want to start by saying, you know, it's really hard to print your photos out these days because you don't know what photos to print out and how to do it and how you're going to hang them and where you're going to frame them, and there are all these concerns. And then where do you go to get quality prints? You know, you can't go to CVS and get quality prints, you know, and you can't go to these high-end places anymore because they don't exist, except they do, because Adorama Pix is high-end, but for a very affordable price.
That's right.
And you're talking about not only just printing photos, you have all sorts of materials you can print them on, so that you don't even need a frame, you just hang them on the wall, like metal and all sorts of stuff. We're going to show some of this off.
Michael's our next salesman.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. But you also do postcards and all sorts of stuff, and photo books, which are really photo albums. And I'm blown away by how you do it. And this is why I'm so passionate about it, I really am. Most people who you would get prints from, they're printing it out on paper. You're printing it out on photo paper.
That's right.
So it's just like I took a film camera, went to the photo shop, had it developed, and here are my photos. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is there was no film involved.
Even better than that, actually, thank you for saying that, because it's even better. It's professionally developed. It's high quality paper, it's archival, it's more than you would get going to a typical photo lab, even if you request photo paper. So that's a standard on our photo books, on all of our prints. And it matters when it comes to the quality of the output. You
guys take such care, and I've been to the facility. It's gorgeous, it's spotless, it's state of the art, and there are so many people working to make my photographs, the viewers' photographs, the Terrifics photographs, perfect before they actually go to be printed. And you really go back to the art of photo printing. And I think also when you look at the photo books, this isn't printed on a page, this is on photo paper. And you have no seams. You have, in the gap, there is no seam.
So yeah, our photo books are lay flat as a standard.
Look how stunning that looks.
So you're not going to have any interruption here in the gutter. You can choose to, just like this image is shown, have one image across a double page spread. You're not going to have any folded pages or gaps in the gutter, creases across your beautiful photography. Or, of course, you can choose any layout format that you'd like and have multiple images on either page. We allow you to fully customize, as well as cover options, from the standard hardcover to leather to 14 fabric cover options. Really, your creativity dictates what the final product looks like, but the quality is something that we never compromise on, and it's not only for the initial appearance and quality of the photo, but for the lasting appearance.
I think what's so interesting is that years ago people thought of photo books really only for anniversaries, weddings, bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s, and now you can have your own coffee table book.
Right.
You can give this out to guests, to people, and make it a presentation. It's a great holiday gift.
That's right.
And I mean, it seems like I couldn't take that amazing photograph, but I can, and because it's a lot to do with the paper. That is a photograph I could have taken and you would have printed out, because the paper has so much to do with it, and we forget that today.
That's
how
right.
much the paper and the actual art behind the printing goes into making that as stunning as it is.
That's right. So this is on our HD Glossy. We have one of the largest selections of not only paper stock, but finishes available. So if you wanted a very matte look, if you wanted a more artistic and craft look with the grains of the paper stock showing through, all of those options are available to you. So whether it's a wedding photo book, whether it's a vacation photo book, whether it's an annual book of your kids and their activities, gifts for grandparents, whatever it may be, and whatever the look is that you're going for, whether it's modern and you know, very glossy, or some kind of a more, you know, traditional look, those are options that you get to select as the maker, as the creator of these photo books.
It's phenomenal, and I love it. And I think that, you know, again, people don't realize taking the photo is only half of the process.
Right.
And so you guys have done such a great job. Can we see a couple more pages in there? Can we turn a couple pages?
Yeah, and so, you know, as returning, I'll just mention, you know, some of the, you know, the challenges in other companies who are offering these kind of custom photo book options is you may have some of the paper stock options, you may have some of the layout options, but really don't know where to start or how to begin, or you just have so many photos, you need some help understanding, you know, how do I lay these out? What do I do in terms of, you know, cover choices and sizes of books? Our customer service staff is in-house. The majority of us are photographers or have experience in photography, so we know what it's like, and they're there to help with every step of the process.
And they're second to none, because we gave one of the Terrifics a print last year. Like we said, we'll give them an AdoramaPix. You pick out whatever you want, and we work with you guys to do it. And then I was actually on the call, because I was nervous about what customer service experience would be like. So I was on the call with the photographer when he won the BeTerrific print, and we made two of them, one that hangs in the BeTerrific studio, and the other one that this guy got, and I think it was metal, if I remember correctly. And so I was on the phone, and I was blown away, because I actually thought, I hadn't toured the facility yet, and I thought that we'd be on the phone with India. And that the person on the other end, even if we weren't, wouldn't really know what they were doing and just go, okay, yep, we'll do it. And it was unbelievable.
They're right here in Brooklyn. Yeah, they're right here in Brooklyn with us, alongside our lab.
Right.
So we can check up on orders. We can help with any questions.
Oh, and you can help with layouts and explain, like, this might be a layout you would want. And this is a perfect example where you don't have to do the whole page as one photo. You can split it up any way you want.
That's right. And so, Adorama Pix was really one of the first to offer this lay flat photo book as a standard. We don't charge extra for it. It's not an upgrade. We believe in the beauty of the image, and that it shouldn't be interrupted by the gutter. And then as you choose, other products beyond photo books, of course, as you mentioned earlier, we have the huge selection, widest selection of prints and printed artwork options.
I think what's interesting is how long you guys have been doing it. You guys have.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's
almost 15 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not something that started 4 years ago when everybody started uploading their photos and printing them out online. So it started with a very professional idea in mind, and you are home to printing for like almost all the professional photographers in the North America area and the world, really, and also a lot of consumers as well.
That's right.
A consumer can buy this, and it's affordable. I think there's a coupon code, by the way, that I want to put up and leave up kind of for a little while. There is absolutely available
to everyone. It's our show special, but we're also going to extend it beyond the show for our viewers.
Great. So I want to put that up while we continue to talk, so people have time to get a pen or pencil and write down, because I think it's very good. Why not take advantage of a show special, even if you're not here? Because you can.
So you mentioned, some of the things that you talked about, and really that comes from our heritage of photography. We are part of Adorama, with a rich heritage and long history in the New York area for photographic equipment and equipment rentals. We are the imaging arm of Adorama, and so we come from that deep knowledge of not only products but also the relationships with professional photographers. They're trusted by us. And at the professional photographer level, that's saying something, but really the consumer, the hobbyist photographer, is getting that same quality, and that's one of the things that we really take pride in.
That's beautiful. That is stunning. That's gorgeous. I am blown away by that, and the quality. Wow. I mean, that looks like it should be in a museum, or that should be in a store at the museum. Something sold at Rizzoli. We know Adorama's brand and love it. We tell everybody you should be buying at Adorama. We love the store. It's a great place to go. And so the one thing that Adorama store represents, and and I know that we're talking about something different, but I think it showcases what you're talking about, because Adorama Store is about the customer experience first. It's not about, oh, do you have this product? It's about finding the right solution for you.
For you.
And we always talk about Ben at Adorama, and Ben's such a great guy. He always takes care of the Terrifics. We always send the Terrifics to Ben, tell him BeTerrific sent you, and Ben will take care of you. But the whole experience there is, let's find the right solution. It's not just, let's sell you a camera, let's sell you a lens.
That's right.
And I think that that's what transcends through all of the Adorama brands, whether it be Adorama Rental, or it be obviously AdoramaPix, a different business, but obviously the ideas, the philosophies, and the mindset come from the top down.
Yeah, it's really what we believe in as a company in all areas of the Adorama business, and it absolutely applies for AdoramaPix. We are looking to find the right solution for you, the one that as a professional photographer best represents your work and the highest quality output for your client, the best product result, whether it's a photo book, whether it's a print. We've got some great examples of our metal prints.
Let's show your metal print. I was going to show off some of the postcards too, because we're getting into the holiday season and everybody's got to be thinking about that. But let's get to this first and then get to that. This is remarkable. This is a metal print. You can hang this right on your wall. You don't need a frame for it.
That's right.
And that's what I love about that. You have smaller versions that can go right on your desk without a frame. You can also hang those on the wall, but to me, this is really awesome.
Yeah, as small as 4x4 and as large as 30x40.
Wow.
They're incredibly lightweight, as you
I
can
can
feel,
lift,
but the audience
I can lift
feel.
it.
Right?
I mean, that says it all.
And if you can just see the edge. It's it's very thin. The image is actually impregnated into the aluminum itself, so it's water resistant. This is never going to fade or peel. They're great for things like enclosed porches or boats or bathrooms or places like that, where a typical image just would be at risk.
So is this something that the most amazing photographer in the world took, or is this somebody took this on their vacation?
This is someone who took it on their vacation.
Really? Are you
and
serious?
This is the quality of the image, just deep, rich, vivid detail.
And this is what I was saying before with the photo book. You guys make such a difference in the printing process. Obviously, great photograph, maybe a hobbyist photographer even, but this is something that you or I or Greg could go do. This is stunning. I want this hanging on my wall in my office. It's a good piece of art. And let me give that to those guys, and let's talk about some.
We'll talk to the photographer, see if you can have one.
That would be amazing. I have some. I have some new wall space in my office. I just cleared out.
Perfect.
So these are postcards, and what's great about these is that these have to look stunning too. These represent you and your family,
That's right.
or you and your business, or whatever it is, and you take a lot of pride in it. And so they have to look great. How many times have you gotten a photo card in the mail and there's a line down people's faces, or the photos just don't look stunning and you're like,
or the stock is just not high quality enough, so that really the card that you're sending to your friends, to your family, is just not, just doesn't feel good. It feels cheap and inexpensive. We print on very high quality stock. We allow you to fully customize. Michael's showing you, a couple of the shapes and options. You can use single photos or multiple photos or no photos. And while we've got a lot of examples here of, holiday cards, these are really greeting cards for all year round. So thank you cards, save the date cards, birthday cards, announcements, things like that. Not only for the average consumer, but a lot of professional photographers are also using them as a way to include a thank you with every shipment of every product to their clients.
Yes, absolutely. I think it's great. Actually, I think BeTerrific needs to get some of those for
the
holiday season, to thank not only our terrific viewers, but also the guests who come on air.
That's right.
The sponsors who sponsor the wonderful broadcasts, and everybody. One thing I like about this is that your photo books, you have so many different styles of paper, pages. It gives it a different look, a different feel. So many different covers, right? So a lot of people think of leather bound or fabric bound, but this is something, again, it looks a lot more professional. It's something that you could put on your coffee table, and this is a photo cover. And it's, it makes all the difference in the world, especially when you're either are an artist or trying to impress people with your work. So you've got this beautiful photo cover.
So we have a lot of consumers and hobbyist photographers, of course, ordering these customizable hardcover books, but we also have businesses ordering these to showcase their own works, and of course professional photographers. It's a great opportunity to use this as a portfolio. You can use the cover, if you open up the whole thing cover to cover, you can see that that's a wraparound image. You can choose to only put images on the front cover. You can choose to have no images. However you want to customize this hardcover exterior of our photo books is one of our best sellers for sure in a whole host of sizes.
It's very, very amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
I know you're very passionate about photography. How did you
We are.
first get so passionate about photography? Were you young and just grabbed a brownie or something? No, brownie would be too. Hold on.
I'm
A
much too
brownie
young for that.
You're way too
No.
young for that. Hold on. Let me think about what you grabbed. You grabbed a Polaroid, like a 1980s Polaroid. Early 80s.
Now you flatter me. Now you flatter me. It was a brownie, and
was it really?
my
Okay.
father had brownies, and was taking photographs. It really, for me, came through my family, and then my own love of photography developed from there. But it doesn't even have to be you as an individual being passionate about photography. A lot of people are snapping hundreds of images by the day, right, on their smartphones. And so you don't have to be a professional to get the kind of quality output that you just saw in our metal print, for example. We produce products every day, thousands of them that we ship out of our Brooklyn lab and production facility that are shot from smartphones, shot from lower end or average end photographic equipment.
Isn't that amazing that you could take a shot off an iPhone, off of a mobile phone, off a mobile device, off a GoPro, off whatever it is, as you said, an entry-level camera, and create stunning images that look like this because of the way you print it and because of the paper stock. And look, you have to have some photography skill. You have to be able to frame the photo and all that stuff.
That's
you
right.
can crop it later, but you still need a little bit of basic knowledge in lighting and be able to get it.
But just a little bit, because at the end of the day, these products, whether they're books or prints to hang on the wall, are your story.
Right.
It's about you, your daily experience, your annual experience,
it's about your
vacation,
memories.
your memories,
and the
and
thing
preserving
to me
them.
is that today we don't preserve our memories enough because we just let them all be digital and then we lose them, or
That's
the hard
right.
drive fails, or they get in the cloud. And we don't hang them on the wall and showcase our memories enough anymore. We
Right.
don't have the feeling of hominess. And so I love this. I love the idea of printing it out, whether it be a metal frame, a canvas. You guys do canvas as well. Whatever it is, put it in a book and print it out. Remember, people would go on a vacation, then they'd make a photo album. Well, this is what you can do.
That's right, and it's so much faster and easier to organize images into a photo book or to print them out into a beautiful piece of art that you hang on the wall and create conversation about.
Well, we now have the technology to make it actual art,
That's
because
right.
the phone or the device or whatever takes good enough quality pictures that with this printing, with your help, you can make it art, and that's what's really awesome and magical.
Right.
I love what you're doing in your booth. You guys have this great booth here, you're giving away stuff, you're having a lot of fun, and you're showcasing obviously all this wonderful stuff, but
That's
you're
what
having
it's
a lot
about.
of fun.
That's what it's about, and we are passionate about building this industry and growing and encouraging photographers of all skill levels. So that's why we're here today. Of course, that's why we do what we do on an everyday basis. We're here to attract and promote the skill set of all photographers of all
we
skill
also
levels.
go beyond just
That's right.
educating. What we do is we have a program for our ambassadors, which is a bunch of professional photographers that lend their resources for giving webinars, doing YouTube videos, anything to educate today's generation.
Which is great because you can then go on Adorama Pix, or you can see a seminar or a webinar, and you can get better at photography
And-
so that
Right.
your photos are better.
Exactly.
It's
Right.
not just the inspiration, it's also the knowledge
we cover
and the
everything
education.
from Lightroom basics to how do I shoot in manual? What is this manual? So it's a little bit of everything. And of course, we're always looking for more professional photographers to join our ambassador program to give back to the community. So we're more than just giving, printing products and preserving our memories. We want, and we're very passionate about educating the next generation and the next education to print and appreciate.
And to keep printing, and
Exactly.
that's the most
Printing.
important thing. There's a T-shirt from this company that's next to us here, and it says, you don't think a photograph's that important. Printing a photograph is that important until that's all you have left. And I'm like, well, that's kind of a dark message. But the reality is that is how we remember. It's kind of a true statement. It's how we remember our memories, our past generations, and all sorts of situations and stuff. So it is really important to print
That's
our
right.
photographs out, and that's why you'll hear when unfortunately there is some kind of natural disaster and people lose this,
Yeah.
they can replace their belongings. They go, oh my God, I lost all my photographs, and that's what drives them the most crazy. So.
That's right. And data, right? These images digitally on everyone's smartphones, in your laptop, stored wherever they're stored today. Data is one of the biggest things at risk. What are the most precious things to you? Your images.
Exactly.
Your history, your stories.
You can replace clothes.
You shouldn't have a password to see photos. If you're a kid, you shouldn't have a password to see your photos, or know what the password is to get into the cloud to see photos of you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, look, you can replace clothes and you can have insurance for that, but an insurance company can't replace your photographs and your memories. So, guys, I love what you're doing in the booth, because in the booth you're giving stuff away, you're giving back. It's all about the mentality of AdoramaPix from the very start. You guys are really about education. That's great, and you do phenomenal work, and again, at very affordable prices.
That's right.
You got the coupon code now. Obviously, the Terrifics are going to and can take advantage of it. Yes.
Take advantage of it. It's worthwhile. And once you take your first order with AdoramaPix, you'll never go back to anything else. The quality is amazing.
Absolutely. So even if you just want to use it to create a metal picture, you don't have to start with a whole photo book, which takes time to plan out or think out. Do something like a canvas print. Do some cards for the holidays. Or do a metal print and then get into it and use that coupon code for it. Or if you want, do a photo book.
So, and it's very easy also, not only going onto our website, but our app, which is our Apix publisher.
You know I wanted to ask about that. So you guys have a mobile app for iPad, and I don't even have to go onto the computer. I don't have to get the computer out or be at the desktop.
So today, Michael, all the pictures you've taken around the show, you can upload and create into any kind of photo book of your choice.
Right from the iPad app.
Right from the iPad.
And it's free.
And it's free. The download's free.
And even better, we have an autofill where you just push autofill, makes the book for you.
Creates the book for you. How much easier could that be?
It doesn't get any easier than that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That is the AdoramaPix app in the iOS store for iPad, and of course you got to go to AdoramaPix.com. 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 The best camera people in the world and the best printers ever. They are unbelievable. AdoramaPix.com. Check them out. Thank you, guys. You're great. Thanks for your time. Thank you for coming on. That's Nancy.
Pleasure.
This is Libby. Thank you so much. We'll be back with a whole lot more. Your live continuing coverage of PhotoPlus 2015 in New York City, the official live coverage of PhotoPlus. I'm Michael Artsis. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.